What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the People's Lounge. We've been going for a minute. Our apologies. We had a lot of stuff on our plates we had to get handled. Right here, this gentleman right beside me is the third host. We don't normally do this. Normally we get into, how you been, how you feeling, and all that other stuff. But, for the first time, let's go ahead and just, give him the floor to talk about what he got planned on, what he been doing, why we haven't seen him too much. Because we're going to see a lot more of him. Like I said, this is the third host. The second host couldn't be here for this episode. But, it's all good. Like I said, we trying to put out a lot of fires right now. Life keeps moving, even though we got this going on and everything. So you speak to somebody, they text you. But where you been? What you been up to? And what you got going forward as far as like plans, what you want people to check out future wise. But the floor is yours. Go ahead and do your thing.
What's going on, man? Lately I've been like on the road a lot. Yeah. It's been like a while now for now. But like it's getting a lot longer now, like 3 weeks now. So it's getting like
that's the crazy part. Cause when you first got on the job, it was like what, two weeks or something like that?
Yeah, now it's getting like a little longer. So that's finna end soon, Can't say when, but soon, hopefully soon.
How is that for you though? How is like trucking and everything?
I mean, it's cool. You get to see a lot of beautiful places like Utah or Nebraska.
Utah's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
that's not me being funny, by the way.
Yeah,
that's a genuine question.
It's really like you get to see the waterfalls and all that, the mountains.
I'm gonna say it's one of those places that you don't really hear bragged about. Like y'all need to go check out.
Yeah, like people don't really think about Idaho. Idaho's really
we
good.
definitely don't think about Idaho.
Yeah.
That's
really good. So you get to see a lot of places up north were really good. I will say that. And you get to see a lot of stuff like that. So it has its perks, but not being at home, can't get it done what I need to get done, like music. Yeah. Like can't really
talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So my music I got a lot of stuff up in the drop soon. A lot of stuff I also just dropped this week. I want to say last week. Just dropped a song called Maybach Princess.
Maybach Princess. Yeah. That sound like a hit. I haven't heard it personally.
Yeah. It's
cause that's not the one you sent me. I think you sent me another one.
No, I sent you another one.
Yeah.
She a Maybach princess, she like the best seat. While I don't curling curtains, I'm tryna hide things. When you broke down and you hurting, you gotta change it. Don't be saying lies in your verses, you gotta mean it. Can't get a walk in this Daniels, these niggas very quick.
Maybach Princess, definitely gotta give my cousin some love and everything.
Yeah, that's the last single I dropped right now.
Okay.
After that, tape coming up, hopefully I can get you on there if you
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some shit together.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, we got some shit in the works. We just had to. Most of our fires is almost completely put out, so we pretty much we're gonna get back on it like we supposed to. Y'all don't worry, you know what I'm saying? Like we dedicate this. We trying to see this grow as far as it can grow. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's a family. You know what I'm saying? It's nonstop growing. We all got individual projects we're working on. His is just the most. What is it called? It's like. You're going to see his first versus everybody else's projects. You're going to see his the fastest. So we definitely want to show my cousin some love and everything. As far as music goes, he got some, like you said, music videos. We got some stuff we working on. He should be having some music videos like what, in the middle of next year. Definitely get released.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, bad. Like I said, look, we always trying to do the next biggest and the best thing. And I want to thank everybody for the love that we been getting on TikTok and YouTube. We're going to slowly expand to our other platforms, but as far as right now, those are the main two. But let's go ahead and get into the episode. That's enough with the intros. I've been hearing this term more recently. I heard it once or twice about last year, but more so this year. I've been hearing apparently we fit into the category of Zillennials. And I want us to just talk about that. Because, people calling us Uncs. I don't mind being called Unc. I love the term because I always felt like I was an Unc from day one. Yeah. I'm just an old soul in a young body.
It's just, so for anybody out there who don't know the Zillennials.
Zillennial.
Yeah, Zillennial is. Yeah. I'm just like y'all. I just found out what it was just by him telling me off camera not too long ago. I didn't know what that word meant. But I'm just found out I'm just one of those as well. But the thing is with this Unc thing, Like people not understanding how the word Unc is supposed to be used. They're not getting what it's used for. The
So I'm
definition.
taking it you don't like the term Unc.
Unc. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with Unc if it's being used in the right definition.
Unc Test, are you ready? If you woke up early on Saturdays to catch cartoons, you're Unc. If you know who this dude is, you're Unc. If you ever did that activity where you played with the blanket, or you guys would like put yourself inside of it and make it a fort, you're Unc. If you ate the McRib, you're Unc. If you had any variation of the Game Boy, you're Unc. If you ever used the Oovoo app, you're Unc. If you played Club Penguin, you're Unc. If you know what this is and if you can sing the song, you're Unc. If you can explain this, you're Unc. If you've ever went through this traumatic event, you're Unc. If you were in school when they had the old school projectors and wrote on the clear paper, Unc ain't even the word at that point. Invest in that 401k. If you played Farmville, you are Unc. If you ever participated in the planking challenge or the ALS ice bucket challenge, you're Unc. If you ever rocked a snapback with the brim straight as hell, you are Unc. If you ever took pictures at the Apple store, you're Unc.
So you don't feel like he was accurate at any point in time?
No, I feel like he was reaching for stuff that's like.
You can experience them things now.
But he naming stuff from like the early 2000s.
The boy was
like
cooking.
no, you not get what I'm saying. Like he's not cooking. He's cooking, but he's using the wrong term once again. He's naming things we all experienced in the early 2000s. We was doing that fucking flag shit on the in the ground. We was doing that shit in like 5th grade. Is he really trying to call motherfuckers in 5th grade that was doing that Unc now?
Saying, if you ever experienced this, you're old now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like the ring of death when it comes to Xbox 360, there's people out here who saw us play.
Who in this world is going on Facebook
that's what I'm saying.
to play
He's
games?
Reaching.
That's
what
reaching.
I'm saying.
Who's doing that?
He's going out the way to reach for something he knew he was doing at that time.
What games were out when
period.
Farmville came out?
Not
a lot of good phone games.
That was a lot of Facebook games. Yeah, it was a lot of Facebook games.
It was hitting.
I was on Facebook.
Y'all young. I want to point out why I say he's cooking. Instagram didn't have reels.
Instagram, you're right. Instagram didn't have reels. A lot of apps that have reels.
Instagram didn't even have stories.
A lot of apps didn't have reels.
Instagram didn't have stories.
You're right. It didn't have stories. You're right.
Do you understand? We are old, bro.
But we're naming social. But you're naming social media as that. You're naming things that adapted.
MySpace was a thing. And MySpace wasn't a music
But
app.
MySpace we had stuff like Tumblr. You gotta remember stuff like we had
stuff
Tumblr.
like Mine. We're old.
Accept it.
I'm not saying we're not old. I said we're not Unc Status. Unc Status is not the same thing as being old. It's not the same thing at all.
Yes, it is.
You can't name everybody a Unc. Uncs are people.
You seen that sandwich he pointed out? You seen that sandwich?
What sandwich again?
I don't know. I think it was like a Burger King sandwich. Either way, it was a long sandwich.
Oh, the fucking McRib shit?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
not
bullshit.
A lot of people ate that. I ate it once. Probably
See what I'm saying? It's bullshit.
How is it bullshit? Nobody
he's going
experienced
for
it.
things in that era that people did a lot.
He's going for things in the era that no one else is experiencing.
And to me, he like a fucking Unc himself.
I'm pretty sure he didn't disclaim that. Not one point in time did he say, I don't fit these criteria.
Well, I'm just saying, me personally, I'm not being called Unc for shit like that. That's not
bullshit. His part 2 is bullshit.
The first part bullshit too.
Now, the first part is accurate as hell.
Now you bullshit with him. Both are just some bullshit at that point. I will not promote this shit.
I quite like the term.
It's not about what you like. It's not what it is. That's not what an Unc is. An Unc is somebody who's supposed to be a generation older than you.
They have to be.
That's I'm not gonna say they have to be, but that's really what it used to be.
I feel like if you put in the work, all right, like you said, you know you didn't impact the generation enough, or if you teach the people around you, I feel like you can get Unc status.
You can get Unc status off of that. Yeah, that can be Unc status, but prime example is Snoop Dogg. He will forever be he'll forever be Unc.
Uncle. Yeah,
that's Unc. That's Unc. Yeah. Or somebody like Release, they call him Unc because he has an old heart.
World.
You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. But I'm using an example though.
Bartholomew. I think it's his actual. It's somewhere in there.
Oh, Berlin.
There we go. Who calls Berlin?
I was just. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I mean like they're using the term wrong when they use the word Unc. Like I've been called Unc before.
And you don't feel like you match you don't feel like you fit.
Fuck no.
I feel like I fit.
Maybe you do.
I feel like I fit only for the reason of One, let's just go ahead. Youth has an age. This number, at the end of this number, that's the youth. Wisdom, there's no age. There's no age for wisdom. And I feel like for my age, I feel like I'm brimming with a lot of Unc wisdom or a lot of wisdom in general, you know, for me to be able to be like, oh, you don't know what you're doing, let me help you and let me teach you.
Yeah,
so
but
I feel like I earned the Unc status with that.
You can give wisdom without being an Unc though. Like I said, Unc is somebody who you
What
would
if you consistently give it? Yeah.
Consistently give it?
Yeah.
You just
like
go.
Uncle shirt.
If that's the case, then if you consistently giving it, you just.
All right, so check this out. Back in high school, before Unc was like a term that everybody was like using and everything, people would say I'm the Unc at the cookout. I give off that type of vibe.
Yeah, you can give off Unc energy. It's a thing.
I'm just saying.
It could be somebody who like 10 years old with Unc energy.
I don't know about that. That's a little too young to be giving that type of energy.
I mean,
You
it's
need
the
to
same
sit your
way.
ass down and go play and be a kid.
That's what I'm saying. But everybody think Unc is now like somebody who's older. Like it's weird.
All right, we got a little bit away from the topic. Listen, Zillennials. Pretty much what Zillennial is. You guys know about Millennials. You guys know about Generation, what is it, Z? Generation X?
Yeah, Gen Z.
Whichever one of them is. I'm assuming it's Generation Z because
Gen
we start
Z,
with
yeah.
It's Gen Z?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're the generation that fit right in between them. Because we grew up with both transitions to, you know, see both of these generations take off like they did. Or from the switch of one to the next. So, you know, we grew up with the street lights, you know, you being able to be outside, and when street lights hit, you had to be inside. We grew up when TV had to have some cable antennas, and, you know, you had the static channels and everything. We grew up when there was slow internet. I don't know about dial-up internet.
Man. Oh, my fucking
But slow
gosh.
internet, like a picture would load literally like a 10% of the way, and it was loading downwards.
Man.
And it didn't come. Yeah, we grew up with that.
It was bad.
So, you know, the people from, I don't know the solid years. I'm going to put them up there. Yeah, I don't know the solid years for the Zillennials, but yeah, we fit within that criteria because we've seen both of them. And I just want to, you know, highlight a few things, you know, have a little nostalgic trip versus what we grew up. Like, let's just go ahead and get started. Saturday or Sunday morning cartoons, man. Versus what we dealing with now. I don't even think cable not even a thing.
Now it depends on what we're saying. It depends on what we're saying now, because
is there still Sunday morning cartoon? Like, who's really watching cable with commercials?
nobody. But,
That's what I'm saying. You streaming everything.
But yeah, even off of streaming platforms itself, you still have like, I don't know, because I don't know. I'm thinking about the fact that like when you look at it, you have stuff like Hulu, you know, and
yeah, we got the platforms. Hulu,
yeah,
Netflix,
you got the platforms and all
Disney
that, but
Plus.
they're taking shows from them Sunday mornings. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And it's
no,
on their platform, like
they're not.
Looney Tunes or
That's his own platform.
yeah, Boomerang. But Boomerang is no longer a thing anymore, so it's being bought out by streaming platforms.
It's being bought out by one. So, all right, let me ask you this then, because I agree to an extent. Disney Plus they're like, you can watch everything we ever produced or anything that we bought out, and you can watch the whole series of all the episodes or all the cartoons you grew up with as a kid, our shows and everything. So Disney Plus is doing that, but Netflix and Hulu's not. Stars,
Yeah,
is it?
Netflix.
I
don't. I mean,
Premiere Plus, they're not doing it. Amazon Prime's not doing. Only Disney Plus is if you want to have a nostalgic trip and you have a Disney Plus subscription. I would say, as far as the subscriptions go, Disney Plus is, as far as how much they're asking for, which I disagree with, technically are giving you the most for your money.
yeah.
Like Netflix, I don't even think this makes us old. I think anybody who was just around enough to pay for a subscription with Netflix should know this. Netflix used to be what, $7.99,
it was like
$5.99?
$7.99
with no commercials. If you had the basic, because their whole pitch was we're cable without the commercials.
Then it went up to 10. Then it went to 14. Then it went
And
to
now they
17.
have this whole thing right where they're giving us commercials.
Yeah.
Whoa, Netflix, let me holler at you for a second. Who the hell are you? Are you forgetting your main pitch? Because let me tell you something. Somebody said this 2 years ago. And you know, when he said it, I was like, I don't think it'll ever get to that extent. But I'd be damned. It turns out he was right. Are we slowly transitioning back into cable TV?
You gotta remember, history repeats itself.
I don't pay for Netflix because it's with my phone subscription service. So I'm like, I'm not gonna start paying for a service that I'm getting technically for free, even though I'm paying like the premium price for the phone service. But I gotta watch commercials now. You know what I'm saying? When I'm chilling, when I'm relaxing.
Oh, you watch commercials?
Yeah, with the phone subscription, they only give you the basic.
Oh wow!
Thing. But that wasn't a thing like a couple of months ago. Like I would had the basic version of Netflix was, you know, you just had. I think it was just stuff limited. First off, let's also talk about this. If my TV can produce 4K, who the hell are you to restrict that quality from me? Because you gotta pay more. You gotta pay more.
Yeah,
why
and it's
aren't y'all
like,
fucking loaded enough?
And it's the fact that not only are we paying extra for us to now use 4K, but we can pay extra to have somebody else also be able to use our account, and they get 4K as well. It's just gonna cost you about $3 extra.
$3 extra a month. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I were paying for one subscription service a month, maybe I wouldn't see that big of a difference with money leaving my account. Maybe. But let's be honest. I pay I pay 2 subscription services, and then plus the one with Netflix that I get from my phone subscription.
Right.
And the 2 I pay for ain't fucking working. 'Cause I pay for Stars and I pay for Disney Plus. But the 2 I'm paying for, well, technically I pay for Amazon Prime.
Right.
But I'm paying for, I just get Amazon Prime videos because I pay for Amazon Prime, but I only do that for the packages. And that's a whole fucking debate.
Well, if you like me,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that on the webs. I wouldn't say it on the webs.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, I look up shit. You know, I'm not doing this shit. Where everybody. I want to cheat the system. Maybe
it probably worked because Netflix also limited. It used to be a thing where you could have 5 people or 7 people on your thing. Now it's limited to what? 3, 2.
Yeah,
and they gotta pay for not only that, they gotta be in the same household.
So I'm telling Netflix,
and it sounds
same Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it sounds like that makes sense. Should be in the same house. Why, bro?
Yeah.
Whoever if I'm paying for this subscription and I want to share it with my homeboy or my homegirl, and they so happen to be a couple of blocks away, what's the big deal? It's my account to share.
You telling me if my friend lives in my neighborhood and I'm down the street from him, I can't use my own shit because I'm not on my Wi-Fi. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that is what they're telling you.
I pay for this shit, by the way.
Matter of fact, if you take if you go out, let's say you're going on let's say you're going on a trip and you're going like out of state. I don't even think it's out of state. I think it might be out of state, but I know for a fact it's out of country. And you're going on an out of country trip. Netflix only gives you, I think, a week or 2 weeks worth of watching time, which is fine unless I'm on a month trip.
It's like,
then it's not fine.
I'm paying for this with my money.
This is me giving you money
me
to do with my fucking account. I should be able to do what I want with my account.
Who are you to restrict me from doing what I want to do with my account? That shit's ridiculous. So it's like I have no problem paying for Netflix and them, but I feel like they're trying me as a viewer. So that's why I'm not telling anybody to go out there and do that. But
you need to stop saying that on the internet. Because I'm not
trying to promote or anything, but I'm just saying, you guys want to do your own thing, go do your own thing. I chose to do what I want to do because I got tired of it. I mean, we're also losing the topic here. But we also have a lot of hits from Sunday morning where you got things like Samurai Jack, Kids Next Door. You got stuff like even Yogi Bear. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody watched Yogi Bear.
Yo, what?
No one.
I'm not gonna say I watched it, but when it came on, I wasn't skipping it.
No one. I don't care what kind of kid. You had to be older than us to enjoy Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear.
He was funny.
Hey Blue.
He was funny.
No one was watching that. If we watched it, it's because there was nothing else good on. Who was trying to back me, bro? No one was watching.
You have a bear.
We had too many other bangers, bro.
Taking food
We had too many other
He
bangers.
has a partner in crime that's a little bear. Come on, that's good. That's good.
The same people who watch Yogi Bear will watch Pink Panther. And
I love
again,
Pink Panther.
you
Pink
only
Panther.
watch
I
Pink
watch
Panther
Pink Panther.
if you had nothing else to watch. If you had nothing else, that's the only time you're watching Pink Panther.
I actually sat there and watched Pink Panther. Pink Panther was good. That was good.
Why are you capping right now?
That was good.
Why are you capping?
That was good.
You're actively capping right now.
No, it was good. It was good.
All
Because
Name a few. Go ahead. Let's go down the list. Let's go down the list.
Flintstones.
That was a banger. Just like the Jetsons.
Jetsons.
You like the Flintstones. You like Pink Panther. You like
Jetsons.
Yogi Bear.
I'm sorry, but
but not the Jetsons.
Nah.
Whatever. Keep going. And we're gonna do a list with the people who grew up with cable and the kids who grew up with just 3 TV shows because of cable. Because the cable internet. You had PBS Kids, you had Cartoon Network, and you had Disney Channel. Those was okay. Solid pick. All right.
A lot. You might not fuck with this one. I didn't really fuck with it, but I also did fuck with it. That show with them skateboarders. Rocket.
I'm talking about it was like cartoon.
Yeah.
One of the kids like had dreads.
Yeah.
And it was like a blockhead.
Yeah.
Nah, I fuck with that show. Yeah.
I know.
That was dope.
I know a lot of
Yeah.
motherfuckers did not like that show, but
that wasn't like a Sunday cartoon. That came out more.
It came out like the early 2000s.
That came out with like 16,
with like Cole and
and
Yoko and stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that came out later.
Yeah.
Like that came out like around when the Rugrats grew up and teenagers.
Yeah.
That came out then. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about like, well, that still counts as a Sunday. If we're talking about cartoons that we grew up on this, that counts. That counts.
Samurai Jack. Can't forget about Samurai Jack.
Now you should. All right. Now we're talking about the good shit. Come on now.
Got everyone count this. Billy and Maddie.
Hold on. Because I think we need to separate the cartoons that came on. Because I think that was Toonami, right?
Yeah.
That was a Toonami cartoon. Like, I think when the robot sat in the chair had the coolest voice on fucking cable network at the time. And when he was like, let's get into it.
So here's the deal. Life doesn't always want to be your friend. Sometimes it'll feel like life wants to hurt you.
That was a downer.
But you can't just hide, because nobody likes a quitter.
I'll go first.
You gotta take chances.
This fire isn't gonna stop me.
They never said it was gonna be fun or easy. Whether you're totally ready or when you least expect it, doesn't matter. Life will punch you right in the face.
Your resistance is futile.
Now you can lie there for a second. Cry a little if you need to. But get back on your feet, because it's the getting back up that counts. That's what shows you've got heart. That's what helps keep you going.
Hit me with everything you've got.
Fall down 7 times, get up 8.
I don't want to go down. Not without a fight.
And no, we'll be right there with you.
Wake up. Be all that you can be.
Only Toonami, Adult Swim.
I feel like that's like the dude. I feel like Samurai Jack came on when that was like that time.
Yeah, but if we thinking about it, I can't really think far back enough for like Sunday cartoons. Because
that
Sunday
was like actually just dedicated to Sunday.
Yeah,
that's
like,
valid.
Because
that's
it's
valid.
It's like Boomerang had a lot of hits, but if you look at it, they had so many hits to the point where we don't remember them.
Let's look it up.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to remember them.
Yeah. Let's look it up. No one can top my favorite show growing up was Invader Zim. I actively want Gurr as a freaking pet. Out of all the cartoons that I might get tagged on me, Invader Zim is going to make the list.
I still think about getting Gurr in my arm.
Gurr is the funniest protagonist in cartoon history. I don't care. Challenge me. Gurr is the funniest protagonist in cartoon history.
It's like whenever Zim they would tell this man something, he'd be like, "What?" Like he don't hear shit they say like that. Like
you ain't care. Gurr is Gurr. Yo. Yeah, nah. Invader Zim is definitely either top 1 or top. He's on the top 5 list. He's either 1 or 2. Ben 10, solid one. Teen Titans. We're talking about the original Teen Titans We're talking about when Cyborg and all them weren't little fucking plushies, I guess, if you want to talk about. Fight Team ain't go. I heard it got better towards the end, but who stuck around for that? Kim Possible?
I don't know.
Proud Family? Yo! This
I
is
don't
heat
think
right
y'all.
here.
I don't think y'all ever seen. If y'all have, y'all probably have. You haven't. If y'all haven't, y'all haven't.
Static
Show called
Shock is on the
Super
list.
Y. It's a show called Super Y.
Secret Saturdays
I
is
haven't
a
seen
hit.
Saturday. My cousin used to hate Super Y because he felt like it was going to the story and changing it up. That's not how it should be.
What's Super Y? Is that a PBS Kids cartoon?
That's yeah. Remember that show that I used to come home and watch it? And you be like, you hate that fucking show.
This?
Yeah.
For my PBS kids out there,
Yeah.
let's just be honest.
It was a good
Super
show.
Y was trash.
It was not trash.
Super Y was trash.
It was good.
What's the Dragon show? Dragon Tales? Dragon Tales was heat. What's the one with the math? It was like Futurama, but it wasn't Futurama. The people who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. That show is heat. I feel like PBS Kid has a couple of other hits. But yeah, as far as like Super Y goes, Super Y was trash. What was that live show? What was the live show? It was like the girl who wore pink, and then it was the superhero dude who wore blue.
Girl who you talking about Lazy Town?
Lazy Town was fire, bro. It was a weird show to watch as a kid, but let's be honest, growing up, we had a lot of weird shows. And we turned out pretty good. I think that's what these kids are missing. They're missing the weird shows. Like, let's show the weird side of life. For some,
I think they got too many weird shows now.
I think they got too many safe shows. Like, they're trying to make sure they don't offend anybody. Offend everybody. We grew up with offensive shit left and right. Are we a little broken? Yeah. But the world's not perfect. Everybody needs a little broken in them. I should probably clean that up. Not going to. All right, cool. Fairly Odd Parents. Y'all, you guys know what we're talking about. Look, man,
Yeah.
The point is, are we slowly transitioning back into like cable TV? Because streaming services, we kind of heading towards it, and I know that's not the main topic, but we kind of heading towards it. We grew up with these nice Sunday, cartoons, Saturday cartoons. It was a nice chill time, and then when commercials hit, that was our time to go spring for some snacks, go use the restroom.
Right.
And it was to the point to where you knew it was like either going to be 3 commercials or going to be 3.5, probably 4. But once that third commercial ended, you're like, I got to run back to the couch and tune back in. Should we grow up with projector TVs?
Right.
That was our flat. So, it's.
I don't feel like.
I'm about to say, that is my question. So the first question is, do you feel like streaming services are slowly trying to transition back into cable TV because they're trying to, tend towards the advertisers?
Yeah.
What's going? That's the first question. I'm gonna get to the second question after you answer that.
So I don't feel like we're gonna ever go back to cable just because of the fact how quick a streaming platform can be replaced, But like I'm gonna say it like this, so whenever it comes to them bombarding us with ads, like that shit is annoying as hell. But I get that's how they make their profit. If we're watching a free service, they gotta make that money some way. And if we're not gonna make it off of us, they might as well, hit us with a couple of ads. I see nothing wrong with that. But cable would never come back the way it is now because now that people found out they can make way more money off of commercials, they're not finna think, I'm not finna have my commercial running for this amount of money when I can have it running way more, way faster, with this platform. So cable is dead. It's just now all about when it's gonna die down completely. But it's dead for now.
I disagree. Hulu already been on the wave. Hulu is fine because you know what? Hulu always been about that life as far as, look, you got our base subscription. We're going to throw ads in there to keep the lights on because y'all already fucking with Netflix a little more. So we don't really bat an eye with Hulu, but Hulu, since they've been doing it longer, we have patience. Like our attention spans is built in for it. As far as Netflix goes, I feel like they're a trendsetter because once Disney Plus, even though they're stupid rich, they're just buku rich. I feel like they're going to be like, yeah, all right, cool. And I feel like Stars is also going to be on that wave if they're not already there. I don't have the base subscription, so I don't really know if they're commercial savvy. We got Premiere Plus. Premiere Plus is also on that wave. Like I said, Netflix is the trendsetter to the point to where they are the benchmark. if they're doing it, I feel like other people are, if not all streaming services, like you said, some of them die off. There are some, you're like, which ones died off? That's our point. I think they are slowly going to be trying to transition back into what cable was, which is networks who are trying to get some airtime and advertisers who keep the lights on.
See, this will work, but you gotta treat cable as if it's Oovoo. Cable is trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna explain why.
Nah, because you just said that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What's Oovoo?
Oovoo, if a lot of y'all don't know what that is, Oovoo is basically what FaceTime was without FaceTime.
Elaborate.
You
can't just bring up a sleeper.
You could.
I don't even think it was a sleeper because growing up, you had to have Oovoo. If you was gonna be a popular kid in middle school,
it was
not even a popular kid. If you
or,
were gonna be in the know in middle school, you had to have Oovoo, bro.
Yeah, it was between Oovoo or Skype, but
what you have? Up to 8 people?
I think it was 6. I think it was like 6.
Nah, I remember it probably was 6.
I think it was like 6.
Look, either way, it was crowded.
And it was like, it's the thing. Oovoo was that motherfucker.
It was, but they had the opportunity to go crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't bring back something like that when it's already been done multiple times.
But here's my thing though. You probably can't bring back Oovoo, but you can pull certain things from it, which is what FaceTime did. What FaceTime used to only be you and one other person. Now what can you do with FaceTime?
You have a group thing. But
you have a group thing.
You can't.
But guess what? You can be like, oh, Zoom got that. They got that from Zoom.
Yeah, but
were we on Zoom growing up, or were we on Oovoo growing up?
But there's nothing fresh about Oovoo. That's like MySpace.
Whoa. For the time when Oovoo was out, and I'm telling you, he was in middle school at the time. You telling me Oovoo wasn't that nigga? You telling me Oovoo wasn't that guy?
It was
for its time.
Yeah.
Somebody had to do it. Somebody had to be the benchmark.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's, but it coming back is like a slim chance because it's so much.
I see. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that cable TV is gonna come back and replace streaming services. I'm saying is streaming services turning into cable TV. Do you feel like with streaming services restricting you with the 4K visuals, with the ads and everything, that's the equivalent of that, or do you feel like they're trying to pretty much squeeze and gouge with the people who are paying the subscription fee? Because cable TV kind of did that, but they offered you all of this.
I feel like...
But there's certain things you had to pay extra for. Of course, those extra channels like Sunday football, you had to pay for. When it comes to boxing, you had to pay for those channels.
I feel like they're milking as much as they can to see when is our breaking point. In order for a streaming service to turn to like TV, they would have to go free some kind of way. And the only way they become free is with ads. So it was.
What are they doing now?
That's what I'm saying. It will still be streaming. So they can't make their money off of cable because they will only get paid off them ads depending on how many people watch that cable. Whereas us nowadays, we're not gonna watch that cable at all. It ain't that we're flipping channels. We're not watching that shit.
Are we not? If we're tired of one streaming services, do we not turn off the streaming service to open a new one?
Yeah, we do.
Is that not the equivalent of flipping channels?
Yeah, we do. But some people don't have ads now. Some people actually pay for the subscription.
To pay to get them out of there.
Yeah, but some people pay.
So guess what that is?
So they don't have ads.
That's the exclusive channel you pay for with cable TV.
But who's going to do that now? Who's going to pay
Everybody
for a
who's
channel?
paying for the service to get the ads off.
But why would I pay for a channel when I could just pay for my favorite subscription I'm watching right now? Why would I go pay for that channel that might have something that I won't watch or might have something that I will watch? I don't know what's coming up in that channel. And if I do, it's because I read that over there as books.
I'm about to say you had the no. You know for a fact that you could just skim through what was coming up and at what time.
Yeah, that too.
That was a thing for cable.
Yeah, that too.
So guess what you can do for Netflix? You are the one who has the time.
On Netflix, I can pick what I want to watch.
So guess what you just said?
Yeah,
streaming services are turning back into cable TV.
I really
didn't even realize what I was doing there. It is what it is. But let's go ahead and get to the next topic. We grew up with flip phones, man. We grew up with when the thinnest phone was a Razor at the time. So what was it like getting your first touchscreen phone or your first smartphone? I said touchscreen. What was it like getting your first smartphone? And what was your first smartphone?
I remember I don't remember the phone. I don't remember the phone at all. But I do remember I had this one demo game. It was a Sims game.
Right.
And I would play the fuck out of it.
But what was it like going from flip phone to smartphone?
Honestly, it was no different than me. Cause I'm
You
not
wasn't,
gonna lie.
impressed.
I
You
wasn't
like brag worthy.
Nah, like I felt like it was cool and all, but like everybody had it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was at a point where everybody started getting. I'm like, damn, this shit really not that special no more. I got the it was an LG, I think it was, and it was like the screen was
Yeah, okay,
screen was
yeah.
there.
Queen
He had,
Ray
he had
had
the
got-
phone.
yeah.
He had
They had got
call
those.
and yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
okay.
I had the phone. It's just
It wasn't like that much of a shock to you.
yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I'm like, it's pretty cool. I can touch my screen all
All
day.
right, so I had a bit of a different experience. My first smartphone was an Instinct. I got it upstairs. It's in the drawer. Which drawer? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Listen, it was crazy because I went from I can't remember whether I transitioned from the Razor into the Instinct or if it was a slider phone. I got that in the drawer too. I kept all my phones that wasn't stolen because I had 2 phones stolen. Transition from that to that, and I had got it probably after smartphones had pretty much started to come out. I got mine. I think my dad got me mine like probably 4 months after the fact. So I was still fresh to the game.
right.
When I tell you it was to whip that out and just be like, keep in mind, we're kids. We don't have nothing but our phone, probably a few cousins or friends on our phone. That's it. Most of these are house phone numbers anyway. And then you had a couple of games. So it wasn't nothing to brag about, but it was brag worthy. Like when I pulled it out, everybody was like, oh snap, Key got the phone, bro. Like, bro, let me go ahead and play on your phone. I'm like, man, I can't, bro. The battery in it, I don't got my charger on me. I gotta wait till I get to the crib, bro. Just can't. You know, I got down mom when I get off school. It was brag worthy, bro.
Right,
So it was like that whole, and then not only that, the fact that everything on there was no more keyboard. The screen was the keyboard. So when you text somebody back, it was smoother because you remember when you had to click one number to transition through the So that whole transition, it was a little like I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is about to take over, be the new wave. Like we're getting closer to hovering cars. You know what I'm saying? To flying cars at this point.
So let me ask you real quick. So you know how when we grew up, we had toys like Hillies, we was outside on skateboards.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking Ben 10 watch. You know what I'm saying? Actually
talk about
outside. Yeah. Do you think our time period when we had fun as a kid is any different from these kids nowadays? Cause like they got iPads and they got like Fortnite and stuff like that, but they're not going outside like how we did. They're not getting on bikes.
100%.
Yeah.
One, like I said, I kind of like glazed over it, but that was a thing for a solid period. Right? Like when the street light came on, we had to be back in the house.
Yeah,
that's not a thing.
No matter where you
if
at,
these kids outside, they outside. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're in there most of the time. They probably inside. Like there's an extreme of both. That versus you gotta be in before the street light come out. Not only that, I don't feel like these kids is knocking on their parents' door, talking about can such such come out, and then they're talking about
they not
such
doing
such
that.
fucked up. You won't be seeing him for
Man,
at least 2 days.
I tell your friend like, yo, ask them can I come outside.
Yeah,
Niggas not
I don't
doing
feel
that
like
no
I don't feel like they're going through that. But like I said, the benefit of us is we seen transition between both. When we had the PS3s, and when my homeboy was like, "Yo, you got PS3? You got online?" I know we had internet. I had no idea how to hook that shit up to online.
I still didn't know how to do that shit for a long
But guess what? What told me was my Mir, our cousin, kind of put me on game. He was like, he told me how to make an online persona. This is back when I was 123 rock and roller. Bullshit ass name, not my name now. But he was it was Rockstar. But I was like, let me connect the Ethernet cord. That's also a thing these kids probably don't experience now.
Ethernet cord. I still
let me
got
hook up
mine.
the Ethernet cord to the PS3, and then let me see what happened from there. And then I seen the sign in thing, and then I was just playing hope a lot. I was really hoping. I was like, all right, let me click my over for 3, and let me see what happens, and then let me go into the online thing. They're not experiencing that. You already know.
Yeah, they're not experiencing that.
You already know what it's like to transition from online and all that other stuff. Not only that, growing up, we had the chalkboards in the classroom and shit. And we had We had the projector, and I'm talking about not y'all got projectors, but y'all got the smart projector. I'm talking about the projector that came in on wheels.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the projector that had either a paper or they was writing on that clear plastic that you had to roll through. And they had to line it up. We talking about that. These kids not experiencing that.
Damn, I can never forget about that.
They got the smart board where they can go to the board, have a smart pen, and write on it. I think we only got that senior year and junior year.
I never had it mine.
Oh, not y'all school. Rita ain't got it towards the end.
Yeah, I never had it. We never had it.
And if it wasn't towards the end, we seen them install it into we was able to experience. And this is the really the benefit of being a Zillennial. We seen the transition between all those. I mean, I remember when like I said, I talked about what was it like having a smartphone and everything. But I remember when I kind of used my home phone. And I had to be like, yo, I'll call you when I get home. And then you got the number still. And you be like, yo, I'm going to try it. Hopefully I get somebody. And then you got to talk to the parent. And be like, yo, such and such home. Type thing to talk on the phone. I don't remember anybody spying in on the conversation. But I remember that, like, seeing it through TV shows that was a thing. So, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% different. They're not experiencing what we experience.
Yeah, I agree with that. I guess in their own way, they're experiencing their own thing, but it's just not going outside, man. I can't picture that.
I'll tell you the biggest thing, and this is like something that like we shouldn't. I just find it funny. Who remember growing up with tricks and having the shapes, and then you turning into a technical adult, and them bitches turn into circles? Like that. I was like, oh shit, I'm old.
So they cut down to it.
The shapes is going.
It's the fact that somebody I guess made a little joke at that, but they actually have two different kinds.
They brought it back after. I don't even know if it was technically because of
but it don't taste the same anymore.
Yeah, nothing tastes the same.
Also, did you know that
I remember growing up and the Big Mac used to be big.
Yeah.
And I'm not calling because I'm a kid and I had like the proportions of everything is huge. No, the Big Mac actually used to be like, I swear it was like almost the size of a Whopper.
Did you also know that Canadian cereal is better than ours? Like
how do you know that? Are you in Canada?
They use real food instead of real. They use real fruit instead of.
Okay, what I will say, our FDA, fuck y'all, because the amount of shit y'all let go through, it's approved for us to consume. Do y'all want every American to die? If we die, there's no more taxes being given to you, right?
They don't care about that. They're testing dead men if they can.
Do they not?
Probably do.
Because when you die, it takes a moment for
life insurance is a scam. So yeah, I say that.
They can fuck off too. Yeah. And I only say that because of my car insurance. Let me tell you something, State Farm. And I'm calling out names here because fuck y'all. I get the 10% raise each year. That's cool. Dad brought me up to speed when I got my first car. I had to start paying for insurance. You know what I don't get? When you send out that email talking about due to increased crashes this year, we have to upgrade your bill 10 more percent, and you charge me another 10% raise. I'm not the nigga who crashed. All right, so fuck off. I've been driving pretty fucking decent. So why am I getting penalized for the loud kid in the room? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all y'all, cause y'all did it. State Farm did it twice in 2 years in a row. I pay cheaper insurance than most of my peers, if not most of everybody. And I get when people hear my number, they be like, oh, that's cheap. It's not cheap for what it's supposed to be. Right. I pay $185 in insurance.
Right.
People are like, oh, that's real cheap. I pay $300. Fuck off. You should do better. I'm supposed to be at 55 because I came into this. I've been paying for my own insurance for probably like 4 years now. Okay. I came into this shit paying what $120 something a month for my junk, and now I'm at 185. That don't make sense for the 10% increase. But y'all want to hit me with this email talking about due to the high crashes this year. I don't care what other people been getting their cars into. Probably they shouldn't be driving. A lot of people in Georgia right now can't drive to save their life, and majority of the time they not even from here. So I just want to definitely say, fuck off with that. Any insurance, not just State Farm, any insurance company that sends out that email. And this is really important. We grew up in a non-sensitive age. Like what was sensitive to us, it's almost foreign to like what's sensitive to them now.
Very linear.
And I feel like we need that back. I feel like we need that back. One, for the fact that
That's gone.
it gives you a backbone.
Yeah, it's
Honestly.
gone.
Because what I be looking at, like, what offends somebody else, now I'm like, get over it. And I feel like you don't get that get over it trait unless you had enough stuff offended. When I grew up, I had small ears. Okay. They didn't go away. But when I grew up, kids are harsh. I got Jones on about it. You know what I did? Looked in the mirror and said, this is what it is. And grew a backbone over it.
Mm-hmm.
I accepted that flaw about myself. And you know what? If you can't accept your own flaws, even if you want to improve them, I could have sworn the first step is acceptance or acknowledgement. If we're always going to be skipping that first step, how do you ever expect to make any improvements? Right? And I feel like we're so sensitive and we're so careful with what we say nowadays. We're not even giving the new generation the opportunity to get that backbone, to develop that chance to be like, you know what? This is my flaw. I'm going to either improve it, I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to work around it. Or I'm just going to eclipse it. Like, I'm going to be greater. I'm going to be great in so many other areas. This flaw I have here wouldn't even fucking matter. You understand? Because guess what? I got small ears, but my ears work fine. All right. As far as I'm concerned, I hear better than him. And this Oompa Loompa nose ass nigga.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna put that in.
Oh, I just took a story.
Cousin gorgeous, but he had to grow to that nose. We not gonna show our kid pictures, but yeah, we both was looking raggedy growing up. You grew into a fine young man. Let me tell you that right now. But growing up, goddamn, bro.
Okay, all right. What are we on topic on again?
I'm getting off topic. You're right.
Yeah,
we're missing that backbone in society, bro. Look,
backbone's gone.
But nah, honestly though, we're gonna have to wrap this up because we gotta we got some other stuff we gotta do. But look, man, the main thing is, bro, I just wanted us to have this kind of.
He's talking about watching paint dry. That's what he's gotta do. He gotta watch paint dry.
It's a fascinating hobby. If you ever decide you want to do it yourself.
Not when it's.
That's the joke you wanted to go with. That's the joke. Wow. Okay. Sorry. In the description, you can find our personal social medias, and you can check my cousin out here, a thorough host of the People's Lounge. This is all the hosts. You've seen our banner across.
We got one more, but they won't tell y'all who it is.
That's crazy. You can check our personal thing. Definitely check out his socials.
It's a fourth
one. Go ahead
one.
and tune into what he got going on.
Look into it. It's a fourth
You can
one.
also tune in as far as like the description goes and the end of this show goes. You can tune into what the People's Lounge, all platforms that we on. What we're gonna be doing. We're gonna slowly be updating y'all on what future wise we're gonna be getting into with our Twitter. So we're gonna be trying to become more active on that platform. But yeah, as far as YouTube and TikTok, we're just gonna continue to be as active as we are now. But the main thing is, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the People's Lounge. We appreciate everybody. I swear we do. You're gonna be seeing more of this guy.
Maybe. Never know, what life got in store for you, so.
Wait, that fucking. Is that on the monitor for when you go away? When you about to die or something?
We got a fourth one, y'all. I keep telling y'all that.
Who the fuck is the fourth one?
They're not gonna tell y'all what the fourth one is.
We got him locked up in the dungeon somewhere.
They
can't come out.
I don't want to say what the fourth one got going on, but I mean,
no. Give the people something.
I don't know what you do with him.
Also, this is everybody should know this. Look, the People Lounge is a podcast to where everyone has a voice here, and that means if you comment something, whether I disagree with it, whether he disagree with it, or whether you got some people in the comment section that disagree with it, it's not gonna get deleted. We will pretty much not delete 95% of y'all comments.
In order for you do some racist.
Racist. I don't even think we'll delete that. You have to do some off the wall shit for us to actively go to your comment.
You had to be
and press delete. No, I promise
you had to be racist while going off on an old lady, and also
Probably like driving with somebody in
Also
your
going
trunk.
against YouTube guidelines at the same time.
Nah, YouTube deletes you at that point. But yeah, being racist, going against an old lady while driving with somebody in the trunk about to go off a bridge and talking about we're all going today. If you do some shit like that, yeah, your comment getting deleted. All right, if you have to do some, you got to do some off the wall shit. The point is, look, this channel is.
Is that really off the wall though?
The fact that's tame for you is crazy. The fact is, you have to. The fact is, this channel is made. It's made for discussion. All right. The reason why we talk about every topic, or we're going to be talking about every topic, no topics off the table, is what I mean by that. Is because we're always open to discussion. The floor is always going to be ours and yours. So, when we start doing our lives and when we start going ahead into all that, if you got a topic you want us to talk about, if you got a topic you want us to elaborate on, or if you got a topic you want to discuss with us, meaning you're a part of it, then by all means, do it. If you have, the moment we stop interacting with your comment is when we feel like there's nothing else that can be discussed, and we feel like you're just going a little, you're hanging yourself to the point to where you're like, you pretty much lost this comment, this argument or whatever. So yeah. Look, the floor is always open for discussion. There is not much censorship. The censorship is very, very light as far as this platform goes. We can't speak for anybody else. But as far as the People Lounge goes, say whatever you would like. All right, as long as it's on topic too. So yeah, be belligerent as far as the example we gave, and also if you're saying some shit that don't have nothing to pertain to us, you're probably like, wait. How do you feel about advertisers? I mean, people coming from other places trying to shut this shit out. How do you feel about that?
I feel like
let them eat.
I feel like if you're not spamming it, then you can do what you gotta do.
Perfect example. You see what I'm talking about? The fucking censorship is light. Don't spam it. Say your shit. Probably say it twice. After that, we will. Yeah, your comment.
I feel like twice is a bit of a nuisance as well.
No, you probably did it once. You probably did it once, and then you come back a week, do it one more time. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about like that? I thought you meant like twice.
Yeah, but you only get the second shot. You only get the second time to spin the block, and we see you keep doing the shit.
Yeah,
you're going. Because now what the fuck are you talking about?
It's like somebody commented saying, "Yo, this video changed my life. I had a lot of things going on in my life, and here you come down to get my fire." That might got you going down, but not like downtown. Wee's coming up here soon. You know, you doing stuff like that. It's like, okay, you asked to get banned, dude. Like,
very much so. Very much so. But all right, that's it. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to the People's Lounge. We appreciate everybody who comments, everybody who suggests topics, anybody who's like, look, man, we see what y'all doing. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate all comments. We appreciate all viewership, everything. So, from me to you, from all the hosts, thank you.
And the fourth one as well, we appreciate you.
There is no fourth host. As you can see, we got our third host here. No, not that one either. One more time. Look up, please. Off your phone. Thank you. Be natural. It's cool. I only had to do this one other time. I've never had to keep going like this. This is the first time I had to go. This is my fifth take.
How about I do the intro?
No, nobody knows you.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up. Let me introduce you.
All right, guys, welcome.
Shut the fuck up.
Nobody knows. Okay, man, come on.
It's not a lie though. Nobody fucking knows you.
All right.
They tell me I got one more discount opportunity, and the discount opportunity is like that thing that plugs into your car the money you're driving. Look, I'm a great driver.
Well,
If at the lowest, I'm a good driver.
I wouldn't get that.
What I am not, you see what I'm saying? What I will not do is tell you how I drive when I'm in a rush, and you penalize me for that. Not happening.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a gold star driver every time throughout every hour of every day. I'm not. There is certain moments throughout the day I gotta kind of turn on my road rage a bit. But other than that, I'm a fantastic driver. I don't know about you. But yeah, I had to go on that little tangent. My bad. The end card will definitely have our shit. And you know what? Just keep watching. We got more stuff coming to y'all. The fires, like I said, is majority out. We will not have another hiatus like we had now. Wait, it's been a month? Crazy. Yeah, don't worry about it.
She a Maybach princess, she like the best seat. While I don't curling curtains, I'm tryna hide things. When you broke down and you hurting, you gotta change it. Don't be saying lies in your verses, you gotta mean it. Can't get a walk in this dangerous, these niggas envy quick. Gotta keep your faith in God first, even when it's getting worse.